Kansas, North Carolina, 92-89. At one point, TO, this looked like North Carolina was getting their asses run out of the building, and then they found a way to make a run in the second half. I was, it sounds weird to say this because they went on the road and they lost, but I think I came out of that more impressed with North Carolina than I did with Kansas.
I think that game, I love North Carolina. I think this is going to be the most stressful year to be a Carolina fan in history because the way they're going to play, they are going to go through spells where they miss 5 or 6 shots and don't like score for 4 minutes. Then they're because of the way they're playing this year, they're going to go on. Then they're going to go on streaks where they'll hit 6 threes and 6 possessions, and everybody's happy as shit. And then it'll just fall off a cliff again, and then it's going to go up again. They're going to hit a bunch of shots again,
Mhm.
and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And I think Kansas there was a microcosm of that. The percentages are always going to catch up. It's inevitable. And there's enough good shooters there. There's enough good players there, but it is going to be thrilling. It's going to be frustrating. They're going to win a ton of games and they're going to dig themselves out of holes and then they're going to get up big and then teams are going to come back on them because they go like it's going to be awesome. It's going to make for great television. Everybody's going to be either super happy or super sad, depending on which media timeout you're about to go into. That's the kind of basketball that they're going to be privy to this year. It's not going to be the same where you have this huge dude in the middle that you can throw it into to settle things down. Not going to be the case. But you have elite guards, and your percentages are going to be high when it comes to behind the 3-point line. I think they're going to be fine. But man, like it's going to be a whirlwind of a season, and they're going to win a ton. And I'm very encouraged by what they were able to do. There's a lot of teams that would have tucked their tail between their legs, but Carolina kept fighting. And I think that's going to be the key to their season. Do they keep fighting when they get down 15, 20 points? Because it's going to happen more than once. And they're going to come back and win some of these games because like the talent is so good in that backcourt and the 1, 2, 3, and 4 spots really, really good. It's that 5 spot of finishing possessions, the part
That's
that you
it.
get worried about.
Mhm.
Well, with a buck 52 left in the first half, Kansas is up 49-29. The game looks over. KJ Adams, who did tweak something in this game, but he was terrific in the first half. Flory Beduga gave them a good contribution. Hunter Dickinson was doing Hunter Dickinson things, and you really felt the flaws, of that 5 slot at Carolina. But to T.O.'s point, to say that North Carolina was down at Allen Fieldhouse by 20 with 153 to go in the first half, and they led 87-83 in the same game with 3:28 to go. That's remarkable. And
Remarkable.
that's good news for North Carolina that they were able to do that in the same game. And here's the other thing.
They out rebounded them.
They out rebounded them, yes, but two, Kansas did not guard dribble penetration at all. And that's a big picture problem for Kansas that needs to get fixed now, or else they're going to end up in the same place they ended up last year, which was not in the place they want to be in. Now, they won the game, and they scored 92 points. And down the stretch in the game, I mean, this was playmaking by Kansas. It was Hunter Dickinson coming up big for this team, making a couple of big shots. It was Zeke Mayo scoring 21 points. And by the way, Zeke Mayo looks like the perfect fit, for Bill Self. But I do have my questions about Kansas big picture. I think that they can score it in a ton of ways. I thought AJ Storr, he took 13 shots to get to 13 points. One of the things that Bill Self's got to work through is he took a couple of alphas on their previous team. That means these guys are going to get theirs, T.O. They're going to get their shot attempts. Bill's got to figure out a way to economize what the shot attempts are in the game. Overall, though, heck of a performance by Carolina. They gave us something on a night where it didn't look like much. And I got to say, even though he went 4 for 10 from the field, I was extremely impressed with the way Seth Trimble played in this game.
Oh,
And
he's great.
19
I
points.
love it. I love
Seth Trimble, Rob, was fantastic.
Yeah. So I
He's
agree with
awesome.
everything that you guys have both said about North Carolina. I think that I'm a little concerned how in all of these big games they end up with like one of their Jalen's taking a 3 on the most important possession of the game. And that's probably not what you want moving forward. Maybe we can switch that a little bit. So that's a little bit of a red flag to me. But